1,000-yard stare. Oh God.
Damn it.
Oh God.
Have I hatched an egg yet?
What? Why did we do this?
Yeah.
I'm afraid.
Yeah.
I just went pee.
There's no going back.
Uh-huh. What is happening, crew? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Brent. This is my dad, Allan. We are here down in Southern California on the boat that Dad works on. You guys have probably seen videos of him filming here. I get to come down too and help him work on the boat, get this thing ready for summer. Stoked to be here with you. Super
Nice.
stoked. We love our trips down here. We love the owners of the boat. It's just always a great time. And summer's coming, so we're stoked.
Yeah. We're going to have a lot more videos coming from here. A little more live action, maybe, hopefully. Up top deck and a sunny, nice day.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Maybe get some interviews going.
Right.
Some of the families kind of interested. Some family, you know.
So maybe even a boat story or two.
Boats. Oh, we're gonna get some boat stories going here.
Yeah.
Today we want to talk to you guys about. You know how much I love doing my book reviews. I love doing my book reviews. This one is one that Dad got for us, and I read through it too, and super awesome book. This is The Price of Tomorrow by Jeff Booth. Thank you for the awesome book, Jeff.
Jeff, you're the man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Price of Tomorrow, guys. We highly recommend it, and let's get into it, Dad. What did you love about it? What got you into it? Why'd you buy it?
First of all, a little background. I'm not near the reader my son is, and by the way, it is glad to have him back on the boat here. The tide dragged him back in.
Uh-huh.
But the book is an easy read, and I don't read as I used to read a lot many years ago, and then I really kind of got tired of the same old story. But I love this book for its ability to take very complex, difficult economic questions and bring it and boil it down to almost anybody can filter it through and go, oh, and little light bulbs keep going off every other paragraph, and oh, okay, I got that. He never talks down to anybody. He always talks about solutions and where we, all the things that many of us are afraid of, like the AI and stuff. He has a way of making it sound like it's your friend.
Yeah.
And it's going to help us out.
Yeah.
I love that about this book.
It's such a exactly what Dad said. It is such a simple call to all of us who are interested and read it to kind of just have an open conversation with I was just telling you, Dad, like family and friends and being, suspend your politics for a minute, be apolitical and just say, wow, okay, what kind of world do we want? What kind of world do we want to see for humanity in the future? What do we want to adopt? And a big theme of the book is how do we get ourselves, not just in technology and money and all that, but how do we get going back in like a deflationary way? How do we invest in assets that are going to counteract this radical inflation that we've seen all over the world? Just getting us all having the conversation, asking ourselves the big questions.
Yeah.
And it's no wonder that this is the book that you and I both read together, because that is what I feel like that's what we want our channel to be. I mean, it's like
I agree.
We're so pro crypto here on the Staple Crew, and we love crypto, and we love what's going on with Bitcoin right now globally, and it's so exciting. Jeff gets into some of that in the end of the book. I love it because of its deflationary nature.
Yeah.
And what he says in the book, it's kind of about reestablishing trust and reciprocity in trade markets and amongst each other, you with us, and us trading amongst each other, and how do we create systems again that establish that trust? And like you said,
he does a fantastic job of explaining how inflation came to be. In today's media, all we hear is, well, oil prices are up, or they printed too much, or wheat's up, or whatever the situation might be. He has a way of explaining inflation is a system problem, and explaining it in a manner that you no longer focus on the problem, because the man just explained in the problem the obvious solution. And he has such a knack for that, that I really appreciate an author that can get me to think past just the problem of it. Many books are just talking about all the problems.
Yeah.
And he gets your mind to expand in the next thought of I've got an idea for how we can fix that, Not even just the words he says, it makes you think about what the solution may be.
Yeah.
And where it could come from.
It's such a, we talk about this all the time, it's such a hamster wheel to point your finger at problems and not offer solutions. In anything. Doesn't matter what it is. And oftentimes, and
true.
We've come to this point together, it's like, if that's all you're doing, it's time to point the finger back at yourself and look in the mirror and say, well, how can I, figure out a solution to this? How, either change what I'm doing, or the people that I'm around, or how I'm looking at things, so that I can make my own life, a more solution based. One foot in front of the other, and next thing you know, a year down the road, you've made 365 big steps, towards not just bettering yourself, but you said it, Dad. When you do that, it's when you are willing to do that for yourself and become a solution based and open-minded and try to figure out the best solutions for everybody, you better humanity. Humanity is better because you took the time to be open-minded and say, okay, well, what really could be the best way? Not that any of us really know. No. I don't think any of us really know.
No,
but
of course not.
But there's very few things in this world that I feel like are worth that kind of time to just take 10 minutes and reflect on each day. It's like, man, how can I solve this little thing that's been bugging me?
Brent and I were just talking not long ago that it seems to have gotten worse, that we have this societal cop-out of trying to find someone or something or some government or some agency to blame for where you think your life isn't perfect, right? Instead of fixing yourself, right? Everybody seems to be really focused on fixing all the problems of the world, which nobody can fix all the problems of the world, but it seems to be our favorite pastime. So inner reflection and understanding who you are and what you can do for yourself and your son and your wife and the people around you and how you can make that better always makes it better in your neighborhood and your town and goes up the line. And it's the best way you can help, is starting from within instead of always finding the problems elsewhere. Mm-hmm. Brilliant job on that, Jeff. It's an amazing book at the ability to show us all how good it could be. He paints a picture of almost utopia with every single major problem that he addressed in the book. And I highly recommend reading this book. He's done many interviews on Bitcoin Magazine. Mm-hmm. We just heard Pomp did it, one with him. I've heard a few with Raoul Paul. So all those you can get on the internet out there, and it's great stuff. Every interview I've ever heard from him was at least an hour and a half long, because it's that good.
Yeah.
You can't do 5 minutes with this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, take the time.
I love that. Yeah, shout out. Thank you, JB.
Yeah.
Wonderful book. And we wanted this show right now to reflect that theme. The very last page is just this call to us to assess that. And I feel like so many of the people in crypto right now who are doing a great job. You just mentioned 3 of them. Incredible job. Bitcoin Magazine, Pump, Rao, what Michael Saylor's doing. All these people that are just inspiring us. And these wonderful books that are coming out, and I've already reviewed a few on the show that even if you guys just go back and just look at which books they were, I put those in the descriptions. Like, we would not share a book with you guys that we did not absolutely love, and that didn't inspire us. And that final page, Jeff, inspired us to do this show and to ask our viewers the big questions and share with our viewers, our take on how we can look inside first. Yeah. Start from the ground up. It's us. What changes do we want to make in our towns and our cities and then our counties and then our how do we get started there and work and trade in the ways that we want to create the world that we think would be great and leave something great for our kids. Yeah. And I'm getting into my 30s now, and it's really I have that feeling now. It's like if I'm gonna have a job, if I'm gonna do something like this, I want to spread the good word. I want to across the board. How do we do better for each other?
That's right.
How do we do better for ourselves?
Yeah.
And that inspires me every day.
Yeah.
That there are other people like you and like JB here and so many others. So thank you everybody out there for the inspiration. I'm overwhelmed. Yeah. All the time.
The channel's growing, and we're so happy and so proud of it. And it's because of you guys out there that we do it. And it's been good. Really, really good channel. It's been great for a dad and son to work together, and we're really enjoying it. Well, thanks for being there, guys. Another little word about this book that I really want to touch on. I would not ever want this to go missed.
Nice.
Jeff is a family man. It comes out in every word that he says, his sincerity and his belief in mankind. And he addresses all the hard questions that we're all facing: the environment, the economy, inflation. And he boils them down to an everyday guy's solution. Yeah. Most authors with his background, and he's a CEO of many different companies and multi-million-dollar companies, have a way of talking down to us. He never does that in this book. Highly recommend it. It's a quick, easy read, as you can tell.
Yeah, really nice read. I had it on Kindle, jamming through.
And we were told at a convention to read the book.
Oh, nice.
Which is a whole nother story, but take us 10 minutes to get into, and we're trying to make this fairly short. So it is about crypto in some ways, but I think there's only like 8 or 10 references to Bitcoin. So it's really not a crypto book, but it does address solutions, and we happen to believe, and he believes, that could be a solution.
So many fascinating topics. Not just government, not just money, not just crypto, but societal things that have happened. Who we are, our nature. Yeah. As people, as humans. So fascinating. His ideas are really great. And like Dad said, I could not put it any better. Simple and clearly coming from somebody that cares.
Right.
I got to that last page and I was like about to tear up because it was like, wow.
It's a good read.
This is
a really good read.
A call to discuss with each other, and let's have some discussions full of hope.
Yeah.
Why not? We always talk about being optimistic on this show, but why not?
Yeah.
You know, can we look at it all from that microscope and look for our solutions there?
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep trying.
And don't get me wrong. There's some dark questions being asked in this book, but you know, he does his best to try and relate to all of us with his knowledge, what he would tell his kids or his friends or family, and really good book. I like it a lot.
Yeah, me too.
Thanks, Jeff.
Thanks, Jeff. Thank you, crew. We appreciate and love all of you.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you. Couldn't
Sir?
do it without the boy.
Sir. Dear old dad and Augie here, captain in the swab.
Yeah.
Here on the boat, coming at you all live. We love you guys. Have a great day. Have a great west of your week.
Yeah.
Have a great west of your week, everyone. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.